Recording? Yeah. All right. In the last video that you shared, and subscribed with all your friends. Is that what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to share, subscribe. That's all the kids are doing, right? Do it. I was talking about how marijuana was my girlfriend, and now I'm going to talk about the woman that ruined it for all of you. Yeah. Well, no, it's actually, two, but I'll tell you both. Yeah, let's talk about both. I am bad with women. There you go. I said it. All right. My buddy, when I was in the military, yes, I'm a military veteran. I don't know if you know that. I'm not one of those people who parades around, with their veteran hat on and stuff, but didn't make it my identity. But yeah, I served my country. You're welcome. You don't have to thank me for my service. You didn't know. But I had a friend when I was in the military. I was in the Army and he was in the Air Force. My buddy Chuck. And Chuck and I used to go around with our pal Brian. And we would get drunk a lot. And the one thing Chuck noticed, he said to me one time, "Skippy, you turn down more pussy than I get." He was right. I don't know how, but girls, they like me. I'm going to tell you that I look back on some of this. Mind you, I was a virgin all through high school. I was a straight edge skinhead. Nailed to the X. I didn't drink, smoke, do drugs, or have sex. I waited till I was in the Army, out of boot camp, living in Korea, before I did any of that. And I drank, and I smoked, and I did drugs, and I had sex. And I'll say it once, I'll say it a million times. Uncle Sam is the uncle that touched me. Yeah, it's funny. So I had a girlfriend when I was in the Army. Her name was Amy. She was Japanese American. She's beautiful, freaking beautiful. And this girl, we wanted to have sex, and we tried. I got I guess what would commonly be called I guess as my one girlfriend calls it, a big cock. And if you don't believe me, I started an OnlyFans, but we'll get to that later. I was looking through my high school yearbooks, and there were girls asking me to call them. I remember there was this girl, and we went out on a date when I was in high school, and until I thought about it 20 plus years later, I didn't realize that she just wanted to jump my bones. She just wanted me to be all up inside them guts, and I'm going to be very open and very honest right now. When I was growing up, I was scared of girls. Okay? I could have girls as friends. Okay? I had tons of friends that were girls. But, okay, I take it back. I wasn't scared of girls. I was terrified of intimacy. Because for the life of me, I have been funny. And it is a defense mechanism I've come to realize. It's my way of dealing with situations, is to add humor to it. I have gotten out of many fights by having my opponent laugh their ass off. I I did it yesterday talking to my mom. My mom, she was getting all hyper-focused and all crazy in the head about something she heard on some right-wing propaganda network. She wanted to tell me about this, blah, 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 and I just spun it around. I made my mom laugh so hard, she was gasping for air, had to hand the phone over to my dad, had to run to the bathroom to pee. Okay? So for me, I know that my sense of humor is my defense mechanism, and it's also, for me, it's also art. My humor is art, and I'm a big fan of art. A lot of comedy nowadays isn't art. It's garbage. It's mouth diarrhea. Nobody's writing jokes. They're just telling stories, and like not even good stories. But I don't know. We'll talk about comedians later, because I have my Hello Kitty bag. Now, I bet you're wondering what's in the Hello Kitty. Ooh, it's real heavy, too. What's in the Hello Kitty bag, Skippy? You're just going to have to find out in the next video, huh? Hello Kitty bag. Alright, so we were talking about me and girls and me being scared of intimacy. And that honestly, that comes from my childhood. My mother would always try to barge in on me while I was whacking it. And mind you, there ain't nothing wrong with whacking it. I'm going to whack it till the day I die. To me, I use masturbation as a sleeping aid now. I'm so not interested in having sex. But if I want to go to bed, I'll just rub one out. It's easy. I just, drop a load and cop some Z's. But yeah, I was scared of girls, and it was because of probably my mom, just being an overbearing person. That's also the reason why I'm never getting married. I just don't want to be attached to anybody for the rest of my life. Forget that. That I just never understood why you needed a legal document to be in love with somebody. Just never made sense to me. But what do I know? I know that ain't for me. That's what I know. Okay, so let's talk about the girls. The girls, okay? Oh, dude. I could have lost my virginity in a three-way with 2 Korean women, and I fucked it up. Okay? How did you fuck it up, Skippy? I had 2 attractive Korean women in bed with me. Okay? They started teasing me, calling me Cherry Boy. And they were right. I was a virgin. I was just... Okay, I was so terrified of catching venereal diseases. Okay? We had the AIDS scare. Okay? And we were in basic training. I saw syphilis of the mouth. That shit terrified me. Just horrible. So I was scared. I was scared of girls, scared of sex, and then I finally had sex. Wow. That's it? You basically become a monkey. That's all sex is I'm gonna stick my banana in her banana hole and we be monkeys. Stupid monkeys. But all right, I gotta talk about my last girlfriend. All right, I've been wasting a bunch of time talking about other crap. But all right, let me tell you why I'm not having a girlfriend I'll collaborate with girls on OnlyFans, but I'm not having a girlfriend. No, 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 no. Okay. So I had a friend, and I've known her for like 20 plus years. Right? Like, I have one of those, I don't know if you've ever been to Kennywood Park, but back in the day, they used to have these little viewer things where you could get a picture of you and your loved ones, your family, and you could get in these little viewer things that you look into the light and you could see a picture of you and, you know, the person you were with. And what was funny is I have these little viewer things of this girl and I from Kennywood from the early 90s because she had a boyfriend who never had time to take her on dates. So he would give us money and we would go and do stuff because he was a busy tattoo artist. So that's how me and her became really close. And mind you, I never had sex with her when we were hanging out like that. I just never really, growing up, I never really cared about sex. Sex to me was just like, I never understood what people's fascination with getting laid was. Like, oh, I need to get laid, I need to get laid. And like, I need another beer. You know, it's like, I just don't understand. It just never clicked with me. But whatevs. I've had enough sex. I made up for what I didn't have. That's all I gotta say. But let's get back to this twat. She, like I said, I'd known her for a long time. On her birthday, this is back when I was still on Facebook before I got kicked off. I got kicked off because I wouldn't upload my government issue ID. They didn't believe that I was Skippy Simon, and they wanted me to upload a government issue ID. And I was like, you can suck my balls. So I decided to quit Facebook. And I lost a lot of memories, a lot of pictures from punk rock bowling that I'll never see again. You know, I'm in the abyss. I'm in the abyss. So be it. On Facebook, it tells you when people's birthdays are. So I sent her, because she was doing fetish modeling, and she still is, I think, to this day. Very beautiful woman. Okay, she's a very, very attractive woman. I sent her a dick pic for her birthday. Okay. Why would you send your friend a dick pic for her birthday? It's because I made a special dick pic for I have had a lot of girlfriends, a lot of perverted girls have been in and out of my life. To all the girls I've loved before, you're all a bunch of fucking whores. Well, no. Let's get off that. So I made this special, like, I've been doing this project with my penis for a long time. It was called Ball Mark Greetings. And what it was, it started out as a joke on Facebook. I posted something, and the post said, "It's really big and hairy. I'm playing with it. You should see how big it is." And a lot of my perverted girlfriends were like, "Well, send me a pic. Why don't you show me a pic? Or blah, blah, blah. What you playing with?" And I was playing with my friend's cat. All right. So I decided to make it a little bit more funnier, and I went home, and I got an erection, and I took a Sharpie marker, and I wrote a message on my penis. I forget what it wrote. It was like something like, "Miss you" or something. So I forget. I'll have to look. But that started my dick art project called Ball Mark Greetings, because I would just get a bunch of girls asking me for funny dick pics. So I just started making and sending them, and they became like almost like a greeting card. That's why I called it Ballmark Greetings. You know, I made ones that said like feel better, cheer up, made them for holidays, and I made one for birthdays. I originally had one that just said happy birthday written, you know, just happy birthday, but I'm not the person to just leave it to that, okay? I went above and beyond the Call of Duty with the birthday ballmark. Okay? What I did was a little Hollywood magic on it. I took a birthday candle and I attached it to a chopstick. Okay? So here's the birthday candle, here's the chopstick back here. Okay? So I attached the birthday candle to the chopstick and with a piece of duct tape. Then what I did was I held the chopstick in my hand right here, and my wiener was on the front. So it looked like I had a candle coming out of the hole of my pee-pee. So I lit the candle. Oh, I also wrote happy birthday on my penis. And I lit the candle, and that was the birthday ball mark. And I would send it out to my girlfriends on their birthday, and they'd get a good chuckle out of it. So I sent Becky... Oh, fuck, I sent her name. Fuck! Who cares? Her name's Becky. Figures. The bitch who ruined my life is named Becky. So Becky... She took to the ball mark. Alright? She took to it. I'm in Los Angeles. She's in Pittsburgh. And she was like, you're the only person who wished me happy birthday, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, cool. You know, and she's like, you should be my boyfriend. And I was like, all right, why not? I was like, what the hell? What have I got to lose? Not realizing it was thousands of dollars and hours of emotional torture. Thanks for nothing, Becky. We would send dick pics and nudies all day, and she'd send me signed pictures and stuff in the mail and stuff. But like this girl, alright, I'm gonna flat out let you know, alright. You can't tell by looking at a beautiful woman that she's fucking broke. Alright? This girl knew how to spend money. She just didn't know how to make it. I didn't know I was walking into just a dumpster fire of finances. Like, you can't tell by looking at a beautiful woman that she's got multiple DUIs, 5 years of unpaid taxes, and now that she's making fetish porn, she has to get paid in Amazon gift cards because she can't get paid in cash, because if she opens up a bank account, it's going to get seized by the government. Yeah, so I was dating technically a felon with big tits. Fake tits. She had somebody donate tits to her. You know? Like, this entire life was just donated. But I, was helping her pay rent. Like, just, your rent's $300 a month. You can't afford $300. And also, she ruined my Thanksgiving. I went to Vegas to go to Thanksgiving with some friends, and she called me and just had there's nothing worse in this world than a broke hot chick, okay? Broke hot chicks are just entitled as fuck, think that everybody owes them something. Nobody owes you shit. But this broke hot chick, she broke my heart, which sucked, because I gave it to her and she just said fuck you to it. But I don't know. We were going to move out to Vegas and we were going to do just fetish porns and stuff and blah, blah, blah. But she's just so lazy. And I know I'd have to fucking carry the bag for this twat. And it's just, fuck. So I went out to Vegas. Well, okay. I was supposed to meet her out in Vegas for it was like some fetish convention, and the reason why was because I was footing the bill for transportation, food, housing. Like, I made all these reservations, and she just kept calling me up and treating me like crap. And it was around New Year's, too. She didn't call me on New Year's. She didn't wish me Happy New Year's. I found out through a friend that she went out, did something with somebody else. Good for you. Whatever. It just gave me more of an excuse to not be with her, and that's exactly what I did, because I went out to Vegas. My friend was throwing a party. I met Sean Paul and DMX, and I ended up at the top of the Palms Hotel in the Real World suite that has a bowling alley, and I ended up getting wasted drunk with Donnie the Midget and bowling with Donnie the Midget, and then I hooked a couple of showgirls up with some marijuana vapor pens, and I had a three-way with these two Vegas showgirls, and I was like, you know what, I think I'm good. That's when I was like, I quit just having sex. I was just like, I'm good. I'm just like, I'm fine with it. And yeah, I told Becky to go screw herself. I canceled the reservations, and I was like, screw it. I was like, I just don't want to be with you, and I really don't. And she ended up finding some other sucker, and they moved to Florida, and hey, I don't know. I don't pay attention to her life anymore. It's just unnecessary. I can just, if I need to see pictures of her, it's not that difficult to go to Google and type in her name and see what she's doing. So, yeah, she takes off her clothes and puts them on the internet. That's what she does. Oh, God. Okay, I got to tell you about... We made a porn. All right? And it was a fetish porn. It's not like we did any penetration or anything like that. Somebody paid her $600. All right? Somebody paid her $600 to make this porn. She made fetish porn. And what it was, I was strapped to the floor of her kitchen with ropes. They weren't really tied down to anything. I was just faking it. A table. She put a table leg on my sternum right here. Okay? And then she sat on the table on the leg that was in my sternum. I'm gagged and I'm tied up on the floor. And I'm like, just playing it up. But it fucking hurt. And she sat there topless with her legs crossed, doing her nails. And we did this for 6 minutes. I was supposed to get $100, and she never gave me shit, bitch. But the thing is like, it taught me a valuable lesson that I deserve way better than that garbage, and I haven't been looking. I don't think there's a woman out there that can complete me. I'm an independent contractor. I'm pretty good by myself. But regardless, I still enjoy the company of women. But I will say this before I go. This is about the last girl that I was interested in. She had dated a number of my friends, and I felt it was my turn. So why not? So contact her during the pandemic. Contact her during, we were friends. Contact her on Instagram, start chatting. Next thing you know, dick pics and nudes. And then she started just treat me like shit. And I was like, all right, I decided to do something. And we'll decide. We'll talk about that in another video. I've gone for too long. It's almost 25 minutes now. That's way too long. We'll talk about that in another video. We'll talk about what I did with the last woman. That every person should do this if you're going to date somebody. We'll do that in the video. All right. I see you soon. Bye. Stop recording.